Alright, so that's the deck, and now just some kind of ideas on how to play it. A lot of these cards are brand new, and from my experience in playing on Dual Network, I've noticed a lot of people don't even have any clue how to play against these or how these cards work. So first off, let's take a look at the big guy. Boom. If you haven't seen him, this is Grunix. Can't even get a good beat on him. He's a 2700 attack, 1700 defense, 7-star fire, winged beast monster. If he is destroyed, if he's destroyed by a card effect on the next standby phase, so if he's destroyed on my turn, he'll come back on my opponent's standby phase. If he's destroyed on my opponent's turn, he'll come back on my standby phase. He'll special summon himself back. When he special summon, nuke every monster on the field. Destroys all the monsters in the field except himself. So you're clearing the board right away and coming back with a 2700 attack if you got destroyed during your opponent's turn by a card effect. So your opponent plays that dark hole on their turn and hits you, and with a handful of monsters you're still alive. Your next turn you're just going to summon him back, nuke the field. That's already great. What this deck is really designed to do, though, is it's also designed to destroy your own monsters, so you can guarantee you're getting that effect. The best card to do that with is right here. We run at 3. It is the Circle of the Fire Kings. Circle of the Fire Kings allows you to destroy, and that's key. Is it destroys one of the monsters that you have, one of the fire monsters you have on the field. Then you target one fire monster in your graveyard, and you can special summon it back. You can special summon back the same monster that you destroy. But if you're destroying, for example, the Grunix, a lot of times you're gonna want to leave it in there so it can come back on the next turn and blow everything up. Other good options for cards to destroy: Hazy Flame Cerberus. This guy can be normal summoned by taking his attack from 2,000 down to 1,000, so you don't have to worry about him being a 6-star that gets stuck in your hand. He's got 200 defense, so he's summonable by Fire Dog and Rekindling. Awesome. When it's destroyed by a card effect, like that circle, you get to search your deck for a Hazy card and add it to your hand. That means you can search out any of the Hazy Flame monsters, you can search out your Hazy Pillar, which is awesome, and then you're still going to get the special summon one back. So you can target that Hazy Flame Cerberus with the circle, search, and special summon back your Grunix out of the graveyard and get even more pluses out of that. Even more awesome is the fact that since the circle is a quick play, you can make plays like this. I have here my Hazy Flame Periaton, and I'm going to say that I have him normal summoned and he's on the field. So now by sending him from my side of the field along with a fire monster from my hand, and this is a really good opportunity to ditch that Grunix if you draw it. So by sending both of those to my graveyard, now I can special summon 2 Hazy Flame monsters from my deck. I pretty much always grab a Cerberus as one of my 2 choices, and the other one I like to go for is that Sphinx right here. Okay, Hazy Flame Sphinx effect. I'm going to call a card on the top of my deck, Magic Trapper Monster. I pretty much always choose Monster because just over half the cards in this deck are monsters. That gives me pretty good odds. But you can count the cards that have come into play. The majority of the cards are monsters, then spells, and then traps. So you go kind of in that order and can figure out high probability of what you're going to mill next. Hazy Flame Sphinx effect. Hopefully you mill it, you get it right. You can special summon that Grunix right back right then. You can get the Periaton back if you want. It's really up to you. But what I'm going to do is, after I get these on the field, I'm going to go into my battle phase. I'm going to attack with them. As soon as that Cerberus has made his attack, I can circle the Fire Kings while I'm still in the battle phase. This is going to let me get an extra search and an extra attack. Awesome. This can all get started really easily too with Onslaught of the Fire Kings, which allows you to go into your, if your opponent controls a monster and you do not, so same kind of deal like the Cyber Dragon, you can go into your deck, special summon out any of the Fire Beast, Winged Beast, or Beast Warriors, which Grunix does count as, so Grunix counts, Barong counts, Cerberus counts. Whatever you summon's going to get destroyed during the end phase, and its effect is negated while it's face up on the field. If you choose a Fire King, though, as soon as it hits the graveyard, its effect activates again, it's destroyed, you're going to get its effect. Barong's effect lets you, once again, Barong's effect isn't one of those effects that activates in the next standby phase. If he's destroyed by a card effect, you can search out any Fire King card. That means you can search out the Onslaught, you can search out the Circle with his effect. One of the combos I really have enjoyed using with him is I'll summon him, I'll normal summon him, special summon out the Goka, use Goka's effect to pop him and destroy him. That means on my opponent's standby phase, I'm going to get to search for a Hazy card, which is only going to help me during my next turn. And I'm sitting there with a nice 2200 attack monster that can usually protect me pretty well, especially if it's first turn. Obviously, rekindling, when you have a ton of 200 defenders in here, that means you can just splash out, 4 or 5 monsters, no problem. And right there, you can just go into overlaying. You really don't have to worry about your monsters getting banished a lot of times. Not to mention the fact that you can usually use their effects to destroy them and bring out more monsters, search more cards. This deck can plus all over the place. And the biggest, kind of like super awesome advantage that a lot of people don't realize is Hazy Flame monsters all have one huge thing in common, and that is that they can't be targeted by your opponent's card effects. This means cards like Compulse, useless. I can't even tell you how many times I've, just popped out a Hazy Flame, and my opponent has like a Effect Veiler in hand, and I activate my Sphinx. They've sat there with 2 Effect Veilers and a Fiendish Chain, and I activate Sphinx effect, and there's nothing they can do about it because it can't be targeted at all. So, your opponent can't target, you can target. It's just pluses all over the place. I really advise giving this deck a try because, like I said, it's pretty cheap. So anyway, that's Crystal Cards for today. Next time we're going to be talking about side decking. We're going to be talking a lot about side decking. So if there's a deck that you are having trouble with, that you want some advice on how to side deck against, please hit me up. Send me a message. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Until next time, my name is Brian Mead, and I'm out. Good luck.